Today we are going to be covering the Sun on a Stick, potentially the worst scout melee weapon, maybe even the worst weapon in the whole game.
What's going on, guys? Scott here, and today we're going to be talking about the biggest piece of shit weapon in the entire game, the Sun on a Stick.
The Sun on a Stick has long been one of the worst weapons in the TF2 arsenal, and really, why would you ever use it?
I'm gonna go right to the chase here. The Sun on a Stick is a great weapon that is criminally underrated. If you were to go to any TF2 weapons tier list, chances are you'll find the Sun on a Stick in bottom tier. Everyone believes this is a garbage weapon, and some of you even says the worst in the entire game. I legitimately don't understand the last argument, but I can see why some people would say it's underwhelming. So, I'm here today to defend my favorite bat, and hopefully convince some people to use it. This is analysis of the Sun on a Stick. As with all weapon videos, let's take a look at the stats. The Sun on a Stick is described as the level 10 Rift Fire Mace that looks absolutely fabulous. The main draw of the weapon is a 100% crit chance against burning players. This makes the Sun on a Stick pair unbelievably well with a friendly pyro, as you two can wreak havoc together. The other upside is the main reason I use it, a 25% resistance to fire. This has saved me many a time. It can easily save you from a cross-map flare snipe. With two really nice upsides, what can make it considered one of the worst weapons in the game? Less health like the Seaman, maybe more vulnerability like a Candy Cane. Slower running like a Skull Cutter? Nope. 25% less damage dealt. That's it. People think this is actually worse than the Bison? Alright, let's go through these stats one at a time for better understanding when they can help you. Starting with the main side of the weapon, crits on burning players. This stat basically makes the Sun on a Stick an extinguisher for Scout, with a couple of interesting things about it. When you take the damage reduction into account, this weapon will do 79 damage on hit on burning player. That's actually quite a nice amount. Doing more than a multi-class stock melee while being on Scout is quite respectable. This allows you to two-shot medium health classes, which brings me nicely into my next point. I said the Sun on a Stick is like the extinguisher for Scout, but has one vital difference, the extinguisher part. Unlike the pyro melee, when you hit a burning enemy with the Sun on a Stick, they will not be extinguished. This means that if you sneak up on them, you can easily string together crits, allowing you to take out most classes with ease, as long as they don't turn around. This makes the Sun on a Stick good at what Scout is already good at. Scout is a pick class. His job is to single out a target and to take them out swiftly. If a burning foe manages to escape pyro, you can use this fun ball of fire to finish them off. Despite the wonderful offensive power that guaranteed crits have, it still isn't the best part of the Sun on a Stick. The second upside is a clean and simple 25% resistance to fire damage when deployed. This means it'll protect you from both afterburn and fire inflictors, like flaring and calming their charge shots. This has saved my life so many times. 25% resistance is a lot more than it sounds, and it can actually let you survive a critical flare, afterburn and all. As soon as you get lit on fire, just pull out this weapon and run for the hills. It's a tool that'll save you when you need it most, similar to the escape plan or shield charge. Not really more you can say about a simple stat like this, it's just a really great asset to ensure your survival. Now we get into the one negative stat of the weapon, the stat that supposedly makes it one of the worst weapons in the game, 25% damage penalty. I don't see it. A 7 damage difference on a non-crit really isn't going to change too much, and it's really more of a slight annoyance than a cripple. The Neon Annihilator has a very similar penalty, and serves the same basic purpose of critting in certain situations with a bonus function, and everyone loves that. Since it's going to be doing crits almost every instance you can with this thing, you should expect it to do as a respectable 79 damage. Sure, it isn't as much as 105 with a stock bat, but that trade-off for guaranteed crits is definitely worth it. 25% less damage doesn't make a weapon complete garbage on its own, especially if it's not your main weapon, but rather a support tool. There is one more downside to the weapon, how situational it can be. This is the main reason most people write off as a joke. For it to take effect, you need to have a pyro on either your team or the enemy team, but come on guys, when was the last time when out of 24 people, not one of them was a pyro? Sure, this can knock it down from being viable in comp, but not every weapon needs to be viable there. I mean, look at the Cozy Camper. It's a great weapon, but no one uses it in comp because Jody exists. Similar case to the Sun on a Stick. Is it the best scout melee? No. The Basher, Atomizer, and Rap Assassin are all probably better. But is it the worst scout melee? No. And it's far from the worst weapon in the game. Like, people actually say this thing is worse than the bloody Gas Passer. Before I wrap up this video, I want to tell you about the one secret stat of the Sun on a Stick. Take a look at this footage and tell me what you notice. Yep. This thing has the ability to random crit. as if guaranteed crits weren't enough. It's actually one of 5 weapons in the entire game to have this power. Anyways, that'll do it for today. I hope I've convinced you to stop looking at the sun on a stick as a joke, and maybe try it out. And maybe if enough people use it, Valve will finally add a strange version. If you like the channel, tell me that in comments or by subscribing. Both help make the channel grow, and I always appreciate feedback. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.